Hello, welcome to another video. This video is going to be a little bit different because I have ordered something and it's in this box. So let's find out what's in this box and let's give it a try. I think it'll make for some interesting content and it's quite exciting. It'll be fun for me to play with anyway. It gives me quite a few different options, and anyway, let's climb in and see what we've got, how well it's packaged, what condition it's in. It's probably, I don't know what thumbnail I've made for this video. I haven't made it yet, so yeah, you've probably already seen the thumbnail. You probably know what it is. So it's moving house boxes. It's packed in. Some random writing on there. It probably has nothing to do with the contents. Ooh, we have got, looks like a nice HDMI cable. We've got a power cable. That's kind of, I mean, I expected the power cable. I didn't expect the HDMI cable. It's heavy. And here we go. So let's see if we can get into this. The tape has super stuck. It's super sticky, so can't be sort of peeled off the bubble wrap without ripping it. Okay, we're getting there. Quite nicely packed. And in case you haven't guessed or seen the thumbnail, we have a Apple Mac Pro, affectionately called the Trashcan, and this has come with a sticker that I'm just going to peel off. But what we have is Apple Mac Pro 6.1. This is a Xeon 8-core version. and the sticker is stuck on quite firmly. But yeah, this was from eBay. I got quite a good deal, £230. It's the 8-core version. It's got 16 gigs of RAM. It should have a 1TB SSD drive in there, and it should have the dual D700 graphics. So for £230, it's really quite powerful. But I guess for me, the thing will be whether it's, I guess, how useful it is for me. Will I need to run Windows on it, or will I be okay with using Mac OS, and will the software that Mac OS comes with be useful for me? And it'll be interesting to see how much power it uses as well. So let's have a quick look. You can turn this, and this should mean that I can lift this off, and then we can see the insides. We've got four 4-gig sticks of RAM. We've got one of the graphics cards, and then the other, and then this is the SSD drive, and they've all got little hex screw bits. So no Phillips screw bits here, unfortunately. Don't know if you can see. This lets you take the memory out. Interesting. And down there, I think we've probably got the power supply on that side, and you can't really see much else in there. The fan's going to be under this, and then underneath we've got various bits. Model A1481. So why don't we power it up and see what it's got on it. I don't know the state of the operating system or anything like that. I have got a Mac mouse. I have a Mac keyboard. Hopefully I don't have to use the F3 key. And I think we just need to get the screen set up. Okay, so as if by magic, we have what we need. Keyboard, mouse, HDMI, and I've got the power meter there. And let me just check the TV is on. Okay, and let's plug in the power to the Mac. And then press the power button. Ooh, that's lit up, that's quite nice. And we've got a Mac. I don't know what the password is, so that's interesting. It's not password. I'll try user. And that's worked. Great. Using 166 watts. Let's see if this mouse is going to work. Oh yeah, it just really doesn't like the surface. Okay, could do with setting the mouse so it's quicker. An update available is available. Mouse. Okay, that's better. So where is, this is what we want about your Mac, and it's on Monterey 12.7.2, 3 gigahertz, 8 core, so that's 8 cores, 16 threads, 16 gig DDR3 RAM. Oh, it's a D500, 3 gig graphics. Let's have a look. What's the space on the drive? It should be running in quad channel. And let me zoom in so you can actually see. So what do we want to look at? SATA, SSD, memory, DDR3 ECC memory, 2 D500 cards with 3 gig each, and we should be able to connect to Wi-Fi. So I'll just do that. So I've connected to Wi-Fi, and let's see if we can update this Mac. So we can update to a more up-to-date operating system. It's very quiet. Really quiet. Just drink some tea while this updates. Not sure if you can actually, you'll be able to pick up the sound of this system. Let me move the camera. It is so quiet. Still updating. There's nothing on the front. I would have kind of thought there might be a glow or a light or something. Although we do have these on the back, and it's quite cool. 2 network ports, 6 Thunderbolt, 4 USB 3. May as well look at that. That's something to look at. It says we've got 9 minutes remaining. Okay, we're back. I've ordered an F3 key on eBay. And so quiet. 75 watts, not doing anything. And apparently we're now up to date. So let's go on the internet, get max fan control. I really want to know sort of, I think that's what it's called. I really want to know the temperature, of the system, and yeah, I've read online or seen online that it's a good idea to increase the fan speed in case this gets too hot. Do you want to allow downloads? Yep, I would like to download it. Open. Okay, so it's running. That was quick and easy. I didn't have to click next 20 million times like you do on a PC. We have got a lot of temperature information to look at. Let me zoom in for you. So, ambient, CPU 47, graphics cards 48, 49. It's got so many different things. So we're at 790 for the main fan. Can we turn it up to max? That's actually quite a lot of air coming through. You could use it as an air filter potentially. I mean, it kind of looks like one, doesn't it? So you should be able to hear that. And I'd say we probably don't need it to be that high. Let's see, so we've got auto, we've got custom sensor based value. So what should we go for here? Like the processor, 40 degrees, temperature that the fan speed will start to increase. That seems to make sense. So it's 45, so it should increase. And we can hide that to the menu bar. So let's see, does CPU-Z work on Macs? Nope. Let's have a look. I'm just scrolling with the little wheel ball on this. It's super too fast. Check my Mac. System information. So this is built in, obviously. And if we have a look at the different things in here, what I want is just the processor details. Why doesn't it just tell me? I can Google it anyway. It was also on the listing, but it's basically a eight-core Xeon E5. Again, they're not giving you the actual model number. So let me just remember it from the eBay listing. So it's a 16ATV2. If we have a look at the CPU benchmark website, we can sort of see the level of performance. Uh, 12667 multi-thread rating. So if you're not familiar with CPU benchmark, 8-core 16 thread, that is really quite good. So let's say compare it to an Intel quad-core Q660 and also say a relatively modern, I don't know, i5 1340p. Yeah, that exists. That's like a laptop 13th gen. And so yeah, here we go. So Intel Core 2 Duo, no, Core 2 Quad Core, 105 watts from 2008 is 2000. So this processor from 2014, 8 cores, 16 threads, 12600, and then an i5 1340, 13th gen, 2023. So a year old, with 12 cores, 16 threads is 18,000. So sort of in the ballpark of 12th gen, 13th gen. Let's go for a Ryzen 5 3600. No, that's the correct spelling. And I don't know, let's go for, I don't know, i5 11 7 5 6 5. Trying to remember what H, is there an H? Trying to remember what's in my laptop, my work laptop, and I think, not 100% sure if that's the right processor, but I think that's it. So yeah, that's 6 cores, 6, 12, 31% difference, 16% single thread difference. The other thing would be useful to look at is the memory throughput of the memory. Again, I'm not massively familiar with all the tools that I use to test all these things. I know the software for Windows, but not for Mac. So let me know what benchmarking software people use for Macs to sort of see CPU performance, memory performance, that kind of thing. Quite interesting to see that the power usage drops quite a lot. So we're down at 69 watts. So that's pretty good. Let's give this a go. Will it let me download this without installing to an account? Okay, I do have to. Can I just download it from somewhere else? Or do I have to get it from the Mac store? Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to download it on the Mac store. Okay, we can install performance test, Passmark software. That was quick, so quick. It's kind of almost worth the Apple password system to make for software to be installed so easily and so quickly. Why is Windows so painful with installing software? So we want a CPU mark, and we've also got the memory mark. This is great. We've also got the CPU thing at the top telling us what it is, which is nice. And we can also see the power usage. It's 152 watts. Well, I can see it, you can't. But if I hold that up there, you might be able to see that. And the fan is sort of increasing in speed a bit there, so that's good to see, or hear rather. So it's up to 166 watts now. And 12633, I think that's same or similar that we were getting on the actual website. Let's see what we get from the memory. So should we upload them? Yeah, why not? So we got 25 gigabytes per second. Between uncached 13, nearly 14 gigabytes a second, cached 25 gigabytes a second, 39 nanoseconds, memory threaded 50 gigabytes per second. So that's looking pretty good. Now I guess I want to see what throughput I get on the drive. What does this 2 stars mean? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, so amorphous disk mark looks almost identical to crystal disk mark. So let's install this and open. I mean, installing stuff on Macs is so easy. Read speed's looking pretty good. Write speed's also looking pretty good. And those are the results. So that's quite nice. If it was just a bog standard SATA drive, you know, you sort of SATA drive like that, you'd be looking at about 500 megabytes a second max with one of these things. So this is a pretty decent result, and quite happy with that. I think that'll do for what I need it for, which is haven't entirely worked out yet, but what I think I will do is see how much I can update this version of Mac OS, and most likely look at dual booting it, so that I've got Windows 10 on here as well, and then I can you know, can run a whole bunch of tests with Windows 10 and look at the task manager, all that kind of thing, to have a play around with this system, see what it's like. And I might also have a look at some of the software on here, as there's quite a few little bits that are quite interesting. Yeah, so let me know what you think. What would you do with a Mac like this? It's currently on 74 watts. Let me just see how much power it uses if I put it to sleep. Okay, it's actually gone to sleep. The little power light is glowing. We're using about 1.8 watts. So if you've got this far, thanks for watching, and yeah, leave a comment, let me know what you do with this system, and let me know what sort of what the best kind of performances you can get from this system, depending on what operating system. So for example, if I'm going to run into problems with Windows, let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.